I never thought I would be the woman telling this story, but here I am, and it is consuming me. My name is Emily, and I am still trying to process the 12 years of my life that I thought I knew. 12 years with Cedric, the man I loved, the man I thought loved me. We met in a quaint coffee shop in the wealthy suburb of Dallas where I lived. He was charming, handsome, and swept me off my feet. We had an instant connection, or so I thought. He was a traveling salesman, and I was a stay-at-home mom taking care of my dying mother. He would tell me these elaborate stories about his business trips, and I would listen with wide eyes, feeling so proud of him. As our relationship progressed, I began to notice little things that I brushed off as minor. He stopped wanting to post photos of us on social media, and I thought maybe he was just a private person. He started picking fights over nothing before leaving the house, and I told myself he was just stressed with work. He changed his passwords on everything, and I thought he was just being protective of our online identity. But there was one thing that really bothered me. He would often forget details about the stories he had told me. I would bring it up, and he would just laugh it off, saying he was tired or preoccupied. I would think to myself, maybe I am just being paranoid. But deep down, I knew something was not right. It was not until I noticed charges on our credit card for places I had never been that my world started to unravel. At first, I thought maybe he had just forgotten to tell me about his trips, but then I saw the locations: Tokyo, Paris, Rome. I had never been to any of those places. My heart started racing, and my mind was racing with questions. I tried to push the thoughts away, to tell myself I was being crazy, but I could not shake the feeling that something was wrong. And then, I saw it. I knew that date. It was our first anniversary. But what really caught my attention was the matching tattoo I saw on a woman's arm in one of the credit card statements. Her name was Sarah. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. I could not breathe. I could not think. All I could do was wonder, who was this woman, and what was going on? I started to investigate, to dig deeper, and what I found out was like a blow to my soul. Cedric had been catfishing me from the beginning. He had created an entire persona, a fake life, and I had fallen for it. I thought I knew him, but I did not know anything. The pain was suffocating, like a weight on my chest. I went to therapy, trying to make sense of it all. My therapist, Dr. Lee, helped me see the pattern of abuse. She told me that I had been gaslighted, manipulated, and controlled. I had been living in a toxic environment, and I did not even know it. As I started to heal, I realized that I was not alone. Cedric's mother reached out to me, apologizing for raising him. She told me that she had suspected something was wrong, but she did not know what to do. I felt a mix of emotions: anger, sadness, and pity. I knew I had to confront him, to make him understand the pain he had caused me. I gathered all the evidence, all the proof I needed, and I went to his office. I walked in, my heart pounding, and I saw him sitting at his desk, smiling. "Hey, babe," he said, standing up. I looked at him, and I felt a surge of anger. "You lied to me," I said, my voice shaking. "You catfished me. You created an entire fake life." He looked taken aback, but I could see the guilt in his eyes. I can explain," he stammered. I pulled out the credit card statements, the tattoo photos, and the matching dates. "Explain this," I said, my voice rising. He looked at the papers, and his face turned white. I do not know what to say," he stammered. "You do not know what to say?" I repeated, my voice loud. "You've been lying to me for 12 years. You've been manipulating me, controlling me. You've been using me." He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "I'm sorry," he said, over and over. "I'm so sorry." But I was not interested in his apologies. I was interested in the truth. I was interested in taking back my life. "I want a divorce," I said, my voice firm. "I want out of this house. I want out of this life." He looked up at me, and I saw the fear in his eyes. He knew he had lost me. He knew he had lost his control. As I walked out of that office, I felt a sense of empowerment. I felt like I was finally taking back my life. I was finally free. It's been a long journey, but I'm not the same woman I was 12 years ago. I am stronger, I am wiser, and I am more resilient. I know that I deserve better, and I'm going to make sure I get it. I am still living in this beautiful home that I decorated with love, but it is not the same. It's a reminder of the life I thought I had, the life I thought I knew. But I am not going to let it define me. I am going to define myself. I am going to take back my life, and I am going to make sure that Cedric never hurts anyone else again. I am going to make sure that his lies and manipulation do not go unpunished. As I look back on the past 12 years, I realize that I was living in a dream. I was living in a world that was not real. But now, I am awake. Now, I am alive. And I am not going to let anyone take that away from me again.